We must internalize the flatulation of the matter by transmitting the effervescence of the Indonesian proximity in order to further segregate the crux of my venereal infection. Now, if I may retain my liquids here for one moment, I'd like to continue the redundance of my quote-unquote intestinal tract. See, because to preclude on the issue of world domination would only circumcise the revelation that reflects the aphrodisiac symptoms which now perpetrates the Jericho's activation.
Hello. I see I got 3 people in here. Hi, how are you guys doing? Yeah, it's about that time. Hi, beautiful Halo. It's about that time, you guys. Wow, it's just never ending. However, it just continues to bring to light the. Hold on. It continues to bring to light, oh my God, the terrible things that are going on. Hi, Cool Cat, how are you? You guys, listen. I want to get right into it. We got listen. We got to do the cult thing again. I'm sorry, y'all. I apologize. We got to do the cult thing again. I got this message in my high pride. I got this message in my inbox. Somebody was responding to one of the videos I did. Of course, it was the L Cult member, and when I read this, you guys, I was like, oh no. It's getting worse. I was like, oh no. Oh my God. So we got to do the cult thing again. We got to do it again. I am going to read. Hi, Alana Davis. I'm going to read this comment, you guys, and then we're going to get into it. But, I mean, oh my God. Listen, I don't know what this chick is over here telling these broads, but whew, let me read it for you guys. Let me just read it. I know the suspense is killing you. Oh my God. Let's see. It says, oh, man, oh man. Why is that like that? Okay, let me do this. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so it says, this person ends at in I don't know, in I self 1117, right? It says, whether you agree with her or not, this is responding to flushing your morals down the toilet with Princella, the Queen Maker. This person says, whether you agree with her or not, the Black community is done. You might be better off trying to prepare for a future that doesn't look too good. The Queen Maker is going to be all right. Can you say the same? Guys, listen. I'm trying to told y'all. I don't know what she's telling these bras, but they think the Black community is done, right? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna write something in the chat. Okay? The person that can tell me where the Black community is will get to have my telephone number and talk to me for 2 hours uninterrupted. I hope I spelled that right. Okay? If somebody can tell me where the Black community resides, where is the Black community? You can have my phone number and you can have 2 hours of telephone talk with me uninterrupted. How about that? Isn't that a cool prize, you guys? Answer in the comment section. Try to see if you can get it. Try to see if you can get it, and we can have a 2-hour conversation uninterrupted. Talk about whatever you want. You can ask me questions, ask me advice, ask my opinion. Not so much my advice, but ask my opinion. Whatever you want to talk about, the stars, the moon, the earth, I don't know, the equator, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, the trees, you know, the sun, whatever. But this, something's going on over there. And it is not looking good. This is what I will call a fear tactic. This is a fear tactic that this woman is now using. You know, just simply because she says, "Oh, you need to prepare yourself for a future that doesn't look too good." Why? You don't know me. You don't know anything about me. You don't know my life. You don't know my education. You don't know anything about me. So what makes you fix your lips to make this comment towards me? Right? Because last time I checked, you bitches have poor pussy management, and you need to be over there with Princella telling you how a man is doing you, and telling you you know, your mistakes and different things of that nature at 40, 50, and 60 years old, right? We can give a little leeway for, you know, the 18 to 30, maybe. You know what I'm saying? And say, hey, you know, you don't have a whole lot of life experience, so we do expect you to be going through, you know, X, Y, and Z with men, particularly because you choose to have many of them. Get one, stick with him, right? If it don't work out, leave him. Take some time, figure out who the hell you are, what you want, then you know what to go for, right? But at this point in time, like, what is she telling these broads? Because they are just, it's getting worse. I don't see it getting any better, right? I just do not see it getting any better. And I was like, let me come on here and let me address that, because it sounds really, really cult like. It's like, you can almost say 100% that they are just regurgitating what she is telling them, because their brain matter is gone. Their critical thinking skills, if they had any, are gone. They are thinking the way she wants them to think only, right? It's almost like they've lost their identity to this woman. Their identity is freaking gone. Okay, gone. So, I don't know. Yeah, we are more divided than ever. Defend the man with the chair, condemn the woman hit by the brick. Yeah, you know, Alana, I'm gonna have to agree with you on that. Even though the situations, two totally different situations. However, I didn't speak on that thing that happened over there. But for you, since you brought that up about the chair, I 100% disagree with that woman being hit over the head with the chair like that. That was totally out of line, unnecessary. She was down. She had nothing in her hands, right? I totally disagree with that. The woman getting hit in the head with the brick, in my opinion, you should have been at home on TikTok or Instagram giving out beauty secrets and tips and things of that nature. At no time, when a woman is out at night, not carrying herself appropriately, do I feel as if she's right? I'm sorry, she was wrong, right? Karma's a brick. Karma is a brick. You cannot go around slapping men and thinking it's okay and don't think that karma is going to come get you. Karma said, oh no, I need to come now. Karma was like, put it in high speed and let's go. Okay. So with that being said, like I said, we're doing the cult thing. So what I have for you guys is I have a couple of cult videos, because just by her saying that, I even pulled up a comment that Princella was making on one of her stupid lives, and let's get into it. She had addressed some low vibration stuff. I said, well, shit, let's look up low vibration. I got some of that for you, and let's just try to figure this thing out together, and I don't know, continue to bring to light the bullshit, because that's exactly what it is. Bullshit. So anyway, this first video I have is how cults rewire the brain. Right? How cults rewire the brain. Here we go. I should. And I already know that it's playing for you guys. So here we go.
My journey to coming here today started in 1974. That's me with the funny gloves. I was 17 and going on a peace walk. What I didn't know, though, was most of those people standing there with me were Moonies. And within a week, I had come to believe that the second coming of Christ had occurred, that it was Sun Myung Moon, and that I had been specially chosen and prepared by God to be his disciple. Now, as cool as that sounds, my family was not that thrilled with this. And they tried everything they could to get me out of there. There was an underground railroad of sorts that was going on during those years. Maybe some of you remember it. They were called deprogrammers. And after about 5 long years, my family had me deprogrammed, and I then became a deprogrammer. I started going out on cases, and after about 5 years of doing this, I was arrested for kidnapping. Most of the cases I went out on were called involuntary. What happened was that the family had to get their loved ones some safe place somehow, and so they took them to some safe place, and we would come in and talk to them, usually for about a week. And so after this happened, I decided it was a good time to turn my back on this work. And about 20 years went by. And there was a burning question, though, that would not leave me, and that was, how did this happen to me? And in fact, what did happen to my brain? Because something did. And so I decided to write a book, a memoir about this decade of my life. And toward the end of writing that book, there was a documentary that came out. It was on Jonestown. And it had a chilling effect on me. These are the dead in Jonestown. About 900 people died that day, most of them taking their own lives. Women gave poison to their babies and watched foam come from their mouths as they died. The top picture is a group of Moonies.
Hold up, you guys. I gotta stop the press. Latrina Renee. Oh my God. You got it. Oh my God. dinner with your best self. Oh my God. Okay, let me listen. I'm not gonna play with you. I'm not gonna play with you. Oh my God, that is so beautiful. You got that quick. You was like, hold up, bitch. Wait a minute. Okay, I see you. I see you. Oh my goodness. Okay, so yes, the Black community is in your mind, right? The Black community is in your mind. Your community is in your mind. The white community is in your mind, right? And so the reason I say this is because if you see yourself as a Black person and you know what that means, and you know pretty much whatever history you believe in, you're able to externalize that, right? So if you see yourself as a Black person in the Black community, your behavior is going to be as such. You're gonna think about your Black community, the people in your Black community. You're gonna help the people in your Black community. You're gonna mourn for people in your Black community. You're gonna be happy for people in your Black community, just as if you were a white person. We sometimes think that just because we see white people, they're all from the same place. No. I try to tell people time and time again, there's Irish people, there's Italian people, there's Russian people, there's German people, there's Jewish people, and sometimes they don't all live in one community. We're all mixed in together, right? However, since a lot of the other races and different things of that nature, they have been defined as being white, they pretty much are one community. So a white person in their head, if they see that it, just because it's not their immediate community around them, they are white in their heads. Therefore, their first instincts are to help people that look like them, right? Mourn for people that look like them, right? Take up for people that look like them. The Black community is not done. Your community is in your mind. Okay, nobody can done you. Nobody can done your race, because as long as you are what you are, it exists. The community exists, right? A Black man and a Black woman can start a mini village, right? That broad can have 13 fucking kids. She can be pregnant 6 weeks after each delivery, right? Each 6 weeks after each delivery, 2-3 months after each delivery, she can be pregnant, right? They can start their own damn community. So no, the Black community is not done. Okay, not at all. So I just kind of said to myself, like, you're stupid. When I saw that comment, I was like, you're stupid. You're stupid. I hate to say it that way, but I don't know how old this person is. I don't know where they come from. I don't even know their background. But, you can tell a whole lot about a person when they open their mouth. And just by her making that comment, I was like, you're stupid. This must be some shit Princella told you guys in one of y'all private little meetings or whatever. This is how she's told y'all to think. She has you in fear that something is going to happen, and the only thing she should be telling you that's probably going to happen is fucking war, right? So don't ever think that your community is ended. As long as you're there, your community is there. What do they say when, okay, so who it could be one person in a meeting. That person can be doing what? Representing the Black community. There could be one white person there. That person is doing what? Representing the white community. And if you really want to break it down, if there's a Russian person in here, they're representing what? The Russian community. So miss me with that stuff. I mean, like I keep saying, she got a bunch of weak-minded bras that have no education, that have no critical thinking skills, if they have any thinking skills at all. These women, the reason they have gone through what they've gone through is because they have failed themselves. There is no way that I'm going to stay in a 20-year unhappy, abusive relationship. There's no way, no fucking how. I'm sorry. Okay? So yes, Latrina, Renee, kudos. The only way you get my number, my dear, you can put your email in the box, or you can come in. I'll put the link. You can come in the link, and I give you my number in the private chat. Okay. So those are two options. You can give me your email. I can email it to you, or you can come in. Come backstage, and I will give you my number in the private chat. If you want the prize, then we can, have a conversation. Let me put this. Okay, good deal. All right, I'm gonna email you. Let me email you. And listen, man, don't be giving my number out, okay? Go ahead with your best self. Okay, see, these are the kind of subscribers I got. Now you see what kind of subscribers I have, okay? Oh my God, that was special. That was really, really special. Okay, let's see. Hold on, give me a second. Let me make sure I got that right. Latrina sphere at okay. Gmail.com. Oh my God, you're gorgeous. Okay, I'm all right. Cool, good deal. All right. All right, coming your way. My here, let me put my email in here so that you know it's who it is. All right, there you go. Okay, cool. So call me whenever. I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so I'm not available on those days. But Monday after 5, all the way up until Thursday, I'm free. Doesn't matter what time. I'm usually up. A lot of times all night. Doing whatever. Just give me a call whenever. Okay, so let's continue.
That have been blessed by their Messiah. Their mates were chosen for them.
Let me back it up a bit.
Doing this, I was arrested for kidnapping. Most of the cases I went out on were called involuntary. What happened was that the family had to get their loved ones some safe place somehow. And so they took them to some safe place, and we would come in and talk to them, usually for about a week. And so after this happened, I decided it was a good time to turn my back on this work. And about 20 years went by. And there was a burning question, though, that would not leave me, and that was, how did this happen to me? And in fact, what did happen to my brain? Because something did. And so I decided to write a book, a memoir about this decade of my life. And toward the end of writing that book, there was a documentary that came out. It was on Jonestown, and it had a chilling effect on me. These are the dead in Jonestown. About 900 people died that day, most of them taking their own lives. Women gave poison to their babies and watched foam come from their mouths as they died. The top picture is a group of Moonies that have been blessed by their Messiah. Their mates were chosen for them. The bottom picture is Hitler Youth. This is the leg of a suicide bomber. The thing I had to admit to myself with great repulsion was that I get it. I understand how this could happen.
Let me say this really quick. When she had the picture of Hitler, the Hitler and Hitler's Youth, what I will have to say about that is that people sided with Hitler out of sheer and utter fear, right? They had family members that would snitch on each other if they said anything bad about Hitler and that movement. Okay, so I can't really say that was a cult, because there was a lot of people that were, you couldn't fix your mouth to say, I don't give a damn if it was your son would tell on you, because nobody wanted to get killed, nobody wanted to die. Nobody wanted the Hitler soldiers to come in the house and take them away for, well, what is it, treason or whatever it is. We call it backstabbing, in the Black community. So they were just, so you don't know who was what back then. Everybody was hiding who they really were in those times over there. So yeah, they would, your own child would literally snitch on you. So, and then I guess you can say, the kids, they were kind of brainwashed because they had the weakest of the mind. So yeah, but the parents couldn't even bring them out of that mess and tell them the truth. They just had to let it ride, because your own kids would tell on you. Report your ass. I'm reporting you. You talking bad about the Fuhrer. No. Okay.
I understand how someone's brain, how someone's mind can come to the place where it makes sense. In fact, it would be wrong when your brain is working like that, not to try to save the world through genocide. And so what is this? How does this work? And how I come to view what happened to me is a viral mimetic infection. For those of you who aren't familiar with mimetics, a meme has been defined as an idea that replicates in the human brain and moves from brain to brain like a virus. Much like a virus, the way a virus works is it can infect and do the most damage to someone who has a compromised immune system, right? In 1974, I was young, I was naive, and I was pretty lost in my world. I was really idealistic. These easy ideas to complex questions are very appealing when you are emotionally vulnerable. What happens?
Right. And so that is what she has done. These women, the women that are over there, they are emotionally vulnerable. So that is how she was able to creep her way into their minds. I just have a vision of her, the Ring, creeping out of the television screen, creeping out into them women's homes, just crawling and creeping out of the television screen, trying to creep her way into their minds, because they're emotionally vulnerable, and they're looking, they're looking for a way out of their situations, right? But remember, everybody has their own minds and they see things differently. So probably in talking to these women, she sees through their bullshit, but she's not going to tell them that, because she needs their money, right? She needs their money to fund this bullshit and fund her life, right? So she sees through their bullshit. Girl, your dumb ass should have left a long time ago. Why you didn't leave? Oh, because you didn't have education, you couldn't get a job. Oh, because he had you thinking he was going to kill you if he left. Well, damn, if he going to kill you if you left, then you might as well kill him and then go to fuck to jail. Because what's the difference between being dead and being in jail, right? Kill his ass. You have a better chance of getting out of jail, right? And living whatever life you have left, because I guess if he's a fucking maniac. But then again, we have to always be conscious of the fact that a lot of women have severe issues before their cycles, and they just, go off the wire, right? They go haywire. So anyway, yeah, these women were vulnerable. They're vulnerable. And she continues to look for more and more vulnerable people. more vulnerable women. This is why she continues to, now she doesn't want to go on, what she considers the Pick Me podcast. She doesn't want to go on any more men's podcasts because their viewers are not with the shit, right? But somebody's show like Tanya TKO and them bras she got over there, yeah, they would be vulnerable to her bullshit. So she just going around trying to scrape up new people to brainwash and add to her cult.
Is that circular logic takes over. Moon is one with God. God is going to fix all the problems in the world. All I have to do is humbly follow, because God is going to stop war.
Yeah, Princella is going to fix everything, all the problems, all my problems with these men. She's going to teach me all about these men, but she ain't going to teach me a damn thing on how to get along with men, right? Because I have to deal with men in society. She's going to fix all my problems. All I have to do is humbly follow, right? And regurgitate what she tells me and not think for myself, and I will be just fine.
Hunger, all these things I wanted to do, all I have to do is humbly follow, because after all, God's the Messiah. He's going to fix all this. It becomes impenetrable. And the most dangerous part of this is that it creates us and them, right and wrong, good and evil.
And that's what it is. It's us or them, her cult against us. The women in her cult against the women that's not in her cult. Even, it doesn't matter how we feel or how we think. We could be over here like, fuck men, right? But that's not enough. It's not enough for them to know that you fuck men. No, you have to be a part of their cult in order for that to even matter. Crazy.
And it makes anything possible, makes anything rationalizable. And the thing is, though, if you looked at my brain during those years in the Moonies, neuroscience is expanding exponentially, as Ray Kurzweil said yesterday. Science is expanding. We're beginning to look inside the brain. And so if you looked at my brain or any brain that's infected with viral mimetic infection like this and compared it to, well, anyone in this room or anyone who uses critical thinking on a regular basis, I am convinced it would look very, very different. And that, strange as it may sound, gives me hope. And the reason that gives me hope is that the first thing is to admit that we have a problem. But it's a human problem. It's a scientific problem, if you will. It happens in the human brain. There's no evil force out there to get us. And so this is something that through research and education, I believe that we can solve. And so the first step is to realize.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, with research and education, it's not gonna bring them bras away from her. What's gonna bring them? I don't know. We gotta steal them, because remember, she said she went to jail for kidnapping. So, which means that the family members, they had to kidnap their loved one from the cult, lock them up, lock them in the house. Somebody sit with them, never let them out their sight. Go to the bathroom with them, go to the kitchen with them, go to the living room with them. Somebody had to sleep. But I don't know, for some reason, I think it was a movie like that. Somebody had to sleep with them in the room. They had to take turns doing watch, and they had to talk to them and show them what has happened to them. And then, some people even escape and go run back to their cult and different things like that. But yeah, you got to kidnap these bras, or you have to shut Princella, the queen maker, up. You have to shut her down. Right? You have to shut her down, because these women are thinking that doomsday is coming. The only doomsday I would even think of coming is a World War III. That's it. Other than that, there's no war inside of my head, right? The war, she has put doomsday inside of these women's heads. baby girl, there is nothing that is getting ready to happen to you unless maybe it's a accident of some sort, or but I mean, as far as something happening because you still deal with men, or you still love men, or because you don't think men are all evil. This is what she's saying. Something is going to I hope your future, something about your future, because what, y'all getting ready to make a woman community somewhere off in the desert, or on an abandoned island somewhere? Like, what? Why am I headed towards doom or some shit like that? Get off my goddamn comment section with that bullshit. Go take your ass somewhere and sit down. Right? I mean, it's irritating. That's all it is. It's just irritating. But anyway, here's another one. Let me go and get this other one so that you are out of control. Hold on. Let me pause that one. Okay. Yeah, here it is. Okay. So let's do this one. And let me make that big. And nope, gotta come down. All right, here we go.
People use the term brainwashing and they really don't understand what that term means. That's a popular culture word that came out of the 50s from a journalist by the name of Hunter. But what it really means is it's a synthesis, if you will, of coercive persuasion and influence techniques that have been crystallized and focused like a laser on people within certain groups to break them down, change them, and then freeze them in a certain.
So this is what she's done. She's broken it. First, she had to tell them how evil men were. The testosterone is what's causing them to do what they do. It's not going to change, and different things. And then she had to break them down, start calling them stupid, dummy, dodo bird, hoes, my bitches. You know what I'm saying? Telling them basically you ain't shit if you still messing with a dude, and you're a dumbass. And yeah, she had to break them down.
Certain mindset. Now, this was first explored by a professor at MIT by the name of Edgar Schein, and he published a book about coercive persuasion in 1961. And Schein said, literally, there are 3 phases to coercive persuasion. Break them down by whatever means necessary, break them down. And then...
Wait a minute. Isn't that what a pimp does? Isn't that what a pimp does? They break you down first. No, first they come in and they love bomb you. Well, okay, so we'll stick with the break it down, because of course we know that goes, with the territory. But yeah, they break you down, and you know what I'm saying, tell you ain't shit, you worthless, and this, that, and the third, and get out there and make my money. And if you don't, bitch, I'm gonna break your face, and or you ain't shit without me, and you ain't gonna be shit with. Yeah, isn't that what a pimp does? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Change them, and then after having changed them, freeze them. So he would call it unfreezing, changing, refreezing.
So they're frozen, right? Because each and every single time one of them females come in my comment section, they are basically saying the same thing. They are frozen in time, unable to see the big picture, a different picture, a picture a little bit bigger than what she has them seeing. Um, they're only thinking one way, right? Whoever is not a part of this ain't shit. Um, they're frozen. They're froze, right? And this is why she continues to come on live and do these private meetings, because she's keeping them in a frozen state. Because if she stops, they're going to unfreeze, they're going to thaw out, and they're going to be like, oh, okay. So she has to basically feed them this bullshit 24 hours a day. Right, of course. So yeah, I feel well, I can't feel sorry. Their mind is their responsibility.
Shine was then followed by Robert J. Lifton, who studied POWs held by the North Koreans during the Korean conflict. And he then wrote the book Thought Reform and the Psychology of Totalism, which was published in 1961. Lifton was a professor at Harvard Medical School and also the John Jay School of Law. So he basically, in the 22nd chapter of the book, Thought Reform and the Psychology of Totalism, came up with 8 criteria to determine whether or not a thought reform program is ongoing. And these criteria are basically a snapshot of the engine that drives what we call brainwashing. And it's composed of milieu control, which is control of the environment, everything you see and experience. Then mystical manipulation. Things appear to happen spontaneously, but in fact, they are really contrived, scripted, and not spontaneous. Then there is the demand for purity, which is the demand that a person divide their entire life into black and white.
Right. Purify yourself of these men. Stop fucking with these men. Stop believing these men. The good guy. There is no good guy. And yeah.
Pure and the impure. There are no shades of gray, no middle ground. And then the cult of confession. That is, that there is no area of a person's life that they are entitled to privacy, that the group has the right to demand confession about almost anything, even about things that may not really even be true. There is a kind of element of purging going on, where everything about a person's life is being examined and being confessed to the group. And then Lifton calls another of his criteria the sacred science, which is that what the group teaches is absolute, that it cannot be questioned, and that anyone who questions it is unholy, unscientific, absolutely wrong. So
basically, that's what happened to Tiffany. Even though Tiffany wasn't a part of the group, my thumbnail was just you got to make your thumbnails interesting, sometimes. But she wasn't even a part of the group, and since she questioned Princella, that's when she became messy. And I'm gonna block you and different things of that nature. So what she pretty much thought that Tiffany appears to be very young, so she thought, oh, okay, well, since Tiffany is young, I'll let her. I'll keep, even though I don't really like her. I don't really like her challenging me for all these years, but I'm gonna keep her along for the ride just to see if she'll come around. But as Tiffany grew, Tiffany got stronger over the years. Tiffany was like, miss me with that bullshit, because I do my own research, honey. And that shit don't sound right. So what are you talking about? Right? So now she has to be cut off because she's questioning.
That this is an absolute belief, that the group's beliefs can never be questioned, can never be critically questioned in any way. Then there is the element of what Lifton calls loaded language, which means thought-terminating cliches that are used to sum things up in a way that stops critical thinking. For example, in Scientology, People who are not Scientologists are suspected of being suppressive persons or potential trouble sources, which means a person that might be connected to a suppressive person.
Okay, so you hear that? Let me back that up again. Let me back that up again, right? Because we gonna put this in black terms.
Which means a person that might be connected to a suppressive person.
So the black men are the suppressive people, and the ones that are attached to the oppressive people are who? The pick-me's. Stay away from these pick-me's. Stay away from these male-centered females. They're dangerous. They're no good. They're male, they're male-centered. So that's why you have the pick-me's, because the pick-me's still want male validation, still like men, still, you know what I'm saying, or run after the D no matter what, because they know what it is, to get some good D, right? They know what it is to be treated well by a man. They know, what it is to be serviced by a man. They know how it feels to service a man, right? Don't get it twisted, okay? To be able as a woman to make a man feel good, that's something, honey, that can't be bought. You understand what I'm saying? That cannot be bought. Okay. So yeah, they're the pick-me's are the ones that are attached to the oppressor.
So there are these cliches, these labels within a particular group that terminate critical thinking. I don't have to consider what you have to say because you're a suppressive person. You're an SP. Or a PTS, a potential trouble source.
You're a pick-me.
And then there is the criteria doctrine over person. And that is basically everything around you must be cataloged according to the group. Your own feelings, your thoughts, your emotions must be cataloged according to the doctrine of the group. Whatever is consistent with the group is valid. Whatever is inconsistent is invalid and must be.
Right. So this is why these women can't have their own opinions, right? This is why they can't say what they want to say. They may be thinking something entirely different and they might not say anything at all. But if they say something, they're going to be ostracized from the group. If they say something different than what the message is, then they're going to be kicked out of the group, or they're going to be bullied or made fun of or bashed or whatever you want to call it.
Purged. And then finally, the most devastating of Lifton's criteria is the dispensing of existence. And that is literally the right to exist. The person who leaves the group ceases to exist. If they come back, they can exist again. Family and friends that question the group, you can cut them off, dispense with their existence. So you take these 8 criteria, and it doesn't matter what the group says it's doing. If 6 of the 8 are ongoing and evident, it's enough to run a thought reform program. If you will, what Lifton is saying is that each one of these criteria is like a piece in a machine. One relies on the other. The cult of confession enables mystical manipulation, enables the dispensing of existence. The dispensing of existence cuts off an outside frame of reference and reinforces milieu control. So what you can see is how one of these criteria enables and reinforces another. Also important in understanding brainwashing is the role of information and communication. Flo Conway and Jim Siegelman wrote a book called Snapping, which was published in 1978. That book talks about what they call information disease. That is, that if a group can control everything that goes into the mind, everything you see, everything you experience, everything you hear, they can control the mind itself. And they call it information disease because people are stricken by the control of information. That is
right. So when she's telling you, I know what I'm talking about. Don't question me, right? I have all the answers. This used to be a matriarch. I have all the scientific research, and I break down the scientific research to its very last compound, and so they're looking to her to feed them the information they feel that they need to know, because they're even frozen as far as doing their own research and fact checking this broad. Now, one of her subscribers came in my comment section and she said, "Oh, we know that Princella, basically we know that she tells half truths, which means we know that she lies, right? But you still follow her. Why? Because I'm going to tell you something. I'm a person, I don't like to be lied to. Okay. Now, you don't have to tell me how many men you slept with. You ain't got to tell me if you bisexual. You ain't got to tell me. You can lie to me all day long about your personal information. But when it comes to information that can possibly change my life, change my view, change my outlook on things, it better be the motherfucking truth. Or I will never, ever listen to another thing that comes out of your mouth. And if I do, it would only be to fact check your ass. I don't like being lied to. Okay. I don't like playing games. Don't fucking play games with my mind. Don't play fucking games with the information. I'm not joining in on any game, any information game plan. Oh, I know she ain't telling the truth, but ha ha. No, fuck all that. Tell me the truth or shut the fuck up. I don't like playing games. I don't like playing games with people. I don't like playing games with people's emotions. If I'm coming at you, I'm coming at you straightforward, right? I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm not going to hide around the corner. I'm not hiding behind no trees, none of that shit. If I got something to say to you, I'm coming direct. I don't like playing games. The only games I like to play is Monopoly, tic-tac-toe. I like to play Hangman every now and again. You know what I'm saying? I like playing, my little games on my phone, right? But those games don't affect my life. I don't like playing information games with people. Give me the whole truth. And I want both sides. Don't just give me one side, because a coin has two sides, heads and tail. We all got two sides, the fucking front and the back, right? We got two eyes. We have a nostril with two nares. We got two ears. We got two fucking mouths. 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 feet. 2 sides of the brain. Do not give me half of the fucking equation, because therefore I won't be able to come to a conclusion. You know what? Oh my goodness. Yeah, tell me the truth or shut the fuck up. I'm not don't play games with my mind. I don't like mind games. Don't fucking play games with my mind. If I'm gonna give you a piece of information, I want it to be the truth. And oh my God, if I make a mistake on it and I happen to misquote something, please correct me. Right? Please correct me. So yeah, I don't no. I'm not finna get on this live and be fudging on information and be trying to make myself sound all extra educated. If I don't fucking know, we're gonna look it up. You understand what I'm saying? If I'm bringing you the information, it means I've looked at it or half of it, or I ain't looked at it at all. And I'm telling y'all, this is my first time too seeing it. So hey, but I don't like being lied to. I don't like playing with information.
The group can do harm to people through the control of information.
Mm-hmm.
Conway and Siegelman would later write a book called Holy Terror about extreme fundamentalist groups, and they would talk about emotional control or emotional manipulation, literally being able to manipulate the emotions of people. And then Margaret Singer, the psychologist who taught at UC Berkeley, who wrote the book Cults in Our Midst, would talk about behavior being controlled in various groups, how they would control behavior.
Okay, so
And she would.
So how she control what behavior is she controlling? What behavior is she controlling? She's controlling the behavior of them dating men, right? So she's telling them to not date men. First of all, that is probably a requirement to be a part of her group. You can't be dating a man. She's telling them to date women, right? Or she's telling them use a dildo or play with yourself or just don't do nothing. So that is a form of controlling their behavior. I guess if you still like men, you're pick me, so you can't be in her group, right? If you speak good things about a man, you can't be in her group. That's another form of controlling your behavior, controlling what comes out your. Listen, it couldn't be me. It couldn't be me. Okay, not at all.
Say basically that the group was ultimately creating a deployable agent or a pawn through their process. And she would say to me, because I knew Margaret Singer and we used to talk and compare notes. And at one point she said to me, Rick, brainwashing is really nothing more than a
so yeah, we found a real Rick Ross. This is the real Rick Ross. I'm sure how old was this video? When did they do this? Let me see. When did they do this? This was 2017. I'm sure he's older than the black Rick Ross, but we found the real Rick Ross. Yay!
Confidence game. And a cult leader is running a con. The difference between the average con game.
What did I tell y'all? The cult leader is running a con. Let's rewind that. It's a con. The cult leader is running a con. See, y'all gonna learn that. See, y'all listening to me, but who gonna tell these females, right? Who gonna tell these females that this woman is running a con? You gonna tell me the black community is over? Princella is gonna be fine. Can we say the same thing about you, bitch? I'm fine right now. What are you talking about? What?
Is really nothing more than a confidence game. And a cult leader is running a con.
Let's back
I knew
it up.
Margaret Singer and we used to talk and compare notes. And at one point she said to me, Rick, brainwashing is really nothing more than a confidence game. And a cult leader is running a con. The difference between the average con game and a cult is that a typical con artist will get the money and leave town.
Yep.
A cult con artist will keep running the same con, the same people, victimizing them for the foreseeable future. And she said, and that is what cults are all about, is conning people or tricking people into being exploited and being taken advantage of.
If he didn't say that shit, did you hear what? Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You guys, isn't that what I've been saying? Oh my goodness. Okay. Here we go. Oh my God. Oh my God. Woo! Let me see if I can pull this up to a point where I need to have it pulled up. Hold on for a minute, you guys. Okay, here we go. Right. The point of the hunt coat cons are long lasting infections. They sure are. But here we go. Y'all not gonna be able to see this because you know how my computer is.
That they write, provided that we're a match, provided that everything is right. I'm not out here looking to collect women. Because guess what? I don't have no quote unquote seed that I need to pass along. I don't have no Y chromosome that I'm scared that will die out if I don't produce. I don't need to collect a bunch of women. That ain't my game. I do need to free a bunch of women, though. I do need women to be confident in themselves, right? You ashamed about me because you don't have no confidence in yourself. And you don't like the fact that I have confidence enough in me. All I do is turn the damn volume. Crank up the volume. Right? But you still want to walk in the shadows, right? You still want to walk in the shadows. Here's the thing, for any chick that still want to suck dick, that's on you. That's your life. That's your life.
Hi, Subo.
But you'll do it knowing everything that you know. Because I don't want to hear shit, right? I don't want to hear nothing. Because at this point, after I done gave you all the game, all the reality, whatever you get from a man after that baby, whatever you get from a man after that baby, that's all on you. You don't get to blame the man. Baby.
So now she playing a shame game.
I don't want to hear your crying. I don't want to hear what he did to you. I want you to just take that shit, take your L, and live with it. But don't come crying to me. Don't come crying to me. Right? Don't come crying about what he won't do and how you got to beg him. I don't want to hear that shit. Suck your dick and let that motherfucker dog you in peace. Let him dog you in peace. But don't call my line. Don't call my line on my show talking about, oh, well, I didn't really believe that what you were saying because it was, I thought he actually loved me. No, you just hard-headed. You got all the scrutiny for me, but you have none for him. You have all the scrutiny and the reservation for me, but you have none for him. And then you won't come back crying to me. Right? And you think that you need to prove to me that you strictly dickly because I'm over here proudly living in a decision that I made. I give you 4 options, Dodo Bird.
Dodo Bird.
Right? I give you 4 options, Dodo Bird. And whatever choice you make, you're going to make it you're going to make it not in ignorance. You're going to make it not in ignorance. Right?
Let me stop sharing. Let me say this really quick. Who the fuck is she talking to? Who is she talking to? Because all of these women that are listening to her right now, aren't those her subscribers, her members, her cult members? So who are you talking to like this? Right? So my thing, if my thing is, it seems like her message to the people that she's talking to on live would be something to the sort of, hey you guys, how y'all doing today? Hope you're having a wonderful day. I want you guys to keep your spirits up. I want you guys to know that, things are not your fault. Please continue to pass my message. If you have a man that's out there that's not doing you wrong, I want you to get up and I want you to start making some changes, or start planning to make some changes. I want you guys, because see, we can't just allow people to do us like this and sit there and take it. Ladies, we don't have to take this. We can make decisions for ourselves. We can further our education. We can get things done in a way that makes us happy, right? We got to do this because we got to do this for ourselves. We got to do this for our children. You know what I'm saying? We got to do this for our family around us, and make sure that we're okay. Ooh, who the fuck is she talking to? Yeah, to Dodo Bird. And if you want to continue to suck dick, who is she talking to? Like I told you, it is degrading these women, continuously degrading them, continuously putting them down, right? Because the bitch ain't talking to me, right? And the bitch ain't talking to the pick-me's, and she ain't talking to the mammies, because we know what the fuck we doing. So who is she talking to? Who is she talking to? Right? I know who I am and what I want. I'm sure the pick-me's, they know what they want. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if there's any more potential victims out there. I don't know, because you understand what I'm saying? If you have, I can see if she's saying, okay, you guys, she titles her live for this is going out to the women out there that are still lost. You know what I'm saying? Make it clear who the fuck you're talking to, because it sounds to me like you're talking to your audience and like you're continuously telling them that they aren't shit. Because the women out there, if they need you, they'll come to you, right? If they don't need you, they won't come to you. Here's my thing. I'm just really saying, like, why do you need to continue to speak negatively? All her messages are negative. It doesn't seem like there's anything positive coming out this chick's mouth. If you are trying to seek new subscribers, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be talking like that. I would be saying, come on in, baby girl. I know he did you wrong, and you know what I'm saying? But you got to keep pushing. Whoever out there, if come join the channel. We got enlightening things. I don't get it. I mean, I get it, but I don't get it. Right? Mm-hmm. 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 Yep, I believe she's talking to us. Yes. And she is. You know why? Because the way she's talking, it seems like she has some ladies that she's funking with, bumping heads with. She has some people, maybe some family members or something that's in the group. And one of them is like, girl, my cousin went back to her man, or my cousin got a new man. See, and that's why you don't have everybody in your fucking business. You don't have everybody in your vaginal business. That's vaginal business. That's your relationship business. Okay. So I want to still have my man, but I still want some tips and some game on his potential future behaviors, right? So it should be okay for me to still seek the company and the pleasure of a man and listen to your message at the same time. this is why it's a cult. When you aren't free to do whatever it is you want to do and still continue to listen to the message, that is a cult. When they just want you to do what they want you to do, listen to what they want you to listen to, and behave how they want you to behave. You do not have free will. Your free will has been taken. And I don't see why these women are so seeking so much attention. Right? It's attention seeking. These are a bunch of attention seeking whores. I hate to say it, but I mean that's the phrase, attention seeking whore. That's the phrase, right? So I mean, it's just like, but they're doing it to their own detriment, because first of all, they're not even educated enough to know what a freaking cult is and how you get sucked up by a cult. And for the life of me, you mean to tell me she got 40 and 50 and 60-year-old subscribers who came through the cult era? Charles Manson and his little mini cult, Jim Jones and his cult. There were so many different cults out there. It was like a fucking cult era. And you mean to tell me that these old broads, I mean, they weren't privy to that? Where were their heads? Under a rock? But okay, I guess, I guess. Let's continue.
Right? So stop getting your identity wrapped up in, she called us bitches. I sure fuck do. I sure the fuck do. Because the people who are looking at this movement, they low vibrational. The majority of people are low vibrational. And you can't force a person to have self-confidence, but you can lead them to self-confidence. You can lead them to self-confidence.
So that's what I wanted you to hear. I wanted you to hear her low vibrational, speech, or her low vibrational segments, right? So I said, okay, I've heard, a lot of people say low vibrational. So I said, well, fuck, let me just, go pull up an article on low vibration. Sometimes you think you know what stuff means, and then when you look it up, you be like, damn, I didn't even really know what that means. So let's look it up. I went and found this article for 7 signs of a low vibrational person. And lo and behold, if I could put Princella's picture on it, there it would be. This broad is low vibrational, right? Low vibrational to the 7th power, okay? 7 signs of a low vibration person. Let me make this bigger so y'all can read along. And I think 4 out of the 7 stood out to me. And 4 of the 7 stood out to me. That was number, oh, come on, cut it out. That was, I love my husband. Oh, that was number, let me see. Well, pessimism could have been one of them, but I'll read over. But I didn't think pessimism really applied. Bad luck and misfortune didn't really apply. Well, it kind of does, but Critical wasn't it? Poor relationship. Well, let me go over them. I done forgot. I should have wrote it down. But anyway, that's just me doing y'all a disservice. I'm sorry. So for my punishment for doing y'all a disservice, I'm gonna go ahead and read all the signs. Okay. So 7 signs of a low vibration person. Some of the most common signs of a low vibration person is that they are pessimistic and critical, right? They usually have poor relationships and bad luck, and misfortune seems to follow them wherever they go. If this could be a picture of Princella, this would be her sitting right here against the brick wall that she's getting ready to hit. Okay, and it's funny that we have bricks there. Okay, so consider how the law of attraction actually works. You don't get what you want, you hope for, or even what you intend. You attract that which you are in vibrational harmony with. She's in vibrational harmony with a bunch of low vibrational women, right? Otherwise, they wouldn't get along so well because none of them are high vibrational. They're all losers in their relationships. So how can they even describe themselves as high vibrational? And she can't describe herself as high vibrational either because she's attracted a bunch of low vibrational women. This means you cannot attract something good if your thoughts and feelings are focused on what is bad, right? So how are these women going to find a good relationship or find a good man if this broad has them focusing on everything that's wrong with a man? You cannot attract abundance if you are constantly worried and fearful about not having money, right? You cannot attract and manifest a lover if your thoughts and emotions are dominated by your loneliness and yearning for that person who is not in your life. What you think and feel most of the time, which makes up your dominant vibration, and what manifests in your life is always a perfect match. These women are low vibrational, and this is why they've attracted so much self-destruction in their lives. What does it mean when someone's vibration is low? Being a low or high vibration person is not something you are born with. It is also not some achievement, nor is it a way to look up to or look down upon anyone. Your vibrational state is simply a state of being you find yourself in at a certain point in time. So we all have these low vibrational points. Oh my God, I suck. I suck at everything. What's wrong with me, right? We all fluctuate between a myriad of emotional states almost every day. I'm hungry. I'm sleepy. I'm happy. I'm sad. I love him. I hate him. She makes me sick. She's my best friend. I hate work. Oh my God, look at my check. You understand what I'm saying? For most, we repeat emotional states like a broken record with occasional highs and lows that seem to break us out of our patterns. Your dominant state of being is what determines your vibration. Now tell me, what's the dominant state of this woman? Mad, drunk, wigs, hiding herself, right? Talking negatively about men, right? So, yeah. If the way you think and feel most of the time is dominated by love, joy, compassion, gratitude, and peace, then you are living in a high vibration. I don't give a fuck about none of these men. I ain't talking about these men. I ain't talking to black men. I just hooping and hollering all fucking day. I mean, damn. Come on. Is there anything are you ever in a high vibration? No. The real kicker is that this is not about those few minutes a day where you offer your thoughts deliberately. It's mostly your subconscious thoughts that determine your vibration, right? You may have an intention to manifest something good, great, or wonderful in your life. You may have vision boards, affirmations, and spend endless hours contemplating your intention. The real question you need to ask yourself is whether your efforts to manifest your desires are causing you to shift into a low or high vibration, right? Um, Her want for money and fame has caused her to shift into a low vibration. Because anytime you blame everything on men, it's all their fault. Their biological makeup is evil. They don't have anything good to bring you. If this is your message, honey, then you're in a very, very low vibration state. Right? Right? So when you think about that lover you want, that dream job, or the big bank account, does it make you feel good and conjure up the emotions of living that vision? Or does it remind you of its absence and how it's not manifesting? Low vibration people. The people you surround yourself with are not always by choice. You don't choose your family for the most part, and your coworkers and neighbors are not people you can easily swap out. If you are sensitive to low vibration persons in your life, then you will know how their vibration can affect you. Right. So once that bra started talking about uh, men are evil, I was like, oh no, no, not at all, not me. Goodbye. Have a nice day, ma'am. While it certainly is true that you and only you are ultimately responsible for your own vibration, is it does not mean you have to expose yourself to low vibration people all the time. Other people can lead and will bring you down vibrationally. And this is what she's doing. If you still want to suck dick and be with these men, I mean, she just brings you down to a low vibration state. It's like, ma'am, is there anything good you have to say? Like it's her vibration. It's her vibration that will suck the fucking life out of you. Ma'am, go to sleep. This is the type of broad that needs to be sent to her. Go to your room, ma'am. Go to your room, close your mouth, and go to your room. Take your dinner with you. Get the fuck away from the table. Bye. Politely removing yourself from low vibration people is not about being rude to them. It is about being kind to yourself. I protect my vibration vigorously. I simply do not allow anyone or anything to affect my vibration. Your vibration is sacred. It is precious. It is ultimately what dictates everything that you attract or fail to attract in your life, right? So listening to this broad, I don't see how they will be attracting anything high vibrational just by that comment that she came in my comment section and made. What is this? She says, whether you agree with her or not, the Black community is done. How dare you reload while I'm reading? And don't you start playing either.
Papa John's new garlic epic stuffed crust.
Okay, so she says, whether you agree with her or not, the Black community is done. Who ended it, ma'am? Who ended the Black community? Who? Where? How? When? You might be better off trying to prepare for a future that doesn't look too good. Like, why? Because everybody that's a part of her cult, they're going to have these wonderful, beautiful futures ahead of them because they're not fucking with men. I mean, they're going to have this beautiful, wonderful future because what, Princella said so? The Queen Maker is going to be all right. Can you say the same? I ain't going to say a damn thing because you know why? Because it ain't none of your motherfucking business. So get out my business. Don't worry about whether I'm going to be all right. I have fabulous pussy management, ma'am. It is you that has the problem. I don't need some broad telling me I'm going to have a wonderful future. I'm in control of my own destiny. Not Princella, not any of the people in her cult, not my family, me. I'm in control of my future. So here are a few of the most common signs of a low vibration person. Number 1, pessimism. Pessimism is one of the most prominent signs of a low vibration person. It reflects their negative and low vibration way of thinking and seeing life and the world they live in. Put Princella's picture right here, please, somebody. Everything is a problem. Nothing is ever good enough. And even when things are good, they find a way to see what is bad and negative. Yeah. Perception is everything. Ultimately, it is the main difference between those who are happy or not. Beyond that, though, when you understand how the law of attraction works, then you also know why an optimist succeeds in life, right? So maybe this is why she didn't finish her degree, if she was even going to school for one, because like I said, she ain't produced them damn school records yet. This is why she's a failure at relationships. She's a failure in her marriage. From what I hear over the internet, she's a failure with her daughter. Oh, they really handed her ass, you guys. They saying she's a poor mother. She be in there drunk around her daughter. Yeah, her daughter she be doing them sexual lies with her daughter in the house. I mean, they are really riding on her ass, and you know, she put herself out there like that, right? And, you know, from what we can see, yeah, her daughter is never comfortable while she's doing those lives. She's always coming in the room. She's always hollering at her, close my door, sit down. What are you doing? Put that down. Always, never. You're supposed to get your shit in order before you start running your mouth on live, right? Sit your daughter down, give her snacks, something to drink, her favorite toy, put on her cartoons. You know what I'm saying? Explain to her, listen, mommy is going to be doing a live in the next room. Do not interrupt me. Clear cut directions. Do not interrupt me. Do not come to this door unless it is an emergency. I will be out here to check on you, to make sure you have the things that you need. Feel free to go and use the bathroom if you need to. You do not need to ask me to get up to go use the bathroom, right? Don't go in the kitchen. Don't be playing with the stove. Don't turn on the water. Don't listen. I will be out here to check on you, right? So get your shit in order first. You settle your house down. Right? Get everybody everything that they need. Cook a little food, put some snacks out, put a little dessert out or something. Do something. But it just sounds like, you know, the goddamn poor pussy management broads is more important than what's going on in your house. Get your shit together. And she has, you know what? Y'all just over here having a little sidebar, huh? I don't mind. The Queen Maker hasn't made any queens. The Queen Maker is only making broken ass cult members popular again. I'm not gonna play with you. I'm not gonna play with you. Oh my God. Oh, okay. Let me read that again. The Queen Maker hasn't made any queens. The Queen Maker is only making broken ass cult membership popular again. Yes. Yes, that is exactly right. Oh my God. Yeah, where's the queens? Where's the queens? She's not going to allow any, she's not making any queens. She's making subjects. She's making subjects. Oh, you like that poor pussy management? That's what it is. She's not making queens. She's making subjects. You don't talk to other queens like that. You don't talk to other potential queens the way she's talking to these women. And I don't give a damn if they're potential subscribers. If you're trying to turn them into queens, you start out with positivity, you continue with positivity, and you end up with positivity. And what you're supposed to be teaching is pussy management. Right? So you don't need to tell a woman about what she's doing in a negative fashion in order to turn her into a queen. That is not how you make a queen. I'm sorry. First of all, you teach them how to control their mouths, right? Because queen can't just be blurting shit out, to her king and to and talking out of turn. Right? She had this one thing: queens do what they want. No, the fuck they don't. What kind of ratchet queen is that? That's a ratchet queen. Queens don't do what they want. Queens are in order. Queens are in check. The only time the queen opens her mouth is when she's in the bedroom with the king and she needs to offer him a little advice on something. Other than that, when they're sitting and decisions are being made, they sitting side by side and they talking to, the visitors that come in to do business. The queen ain't got shit. Better not open her fucking mouth. You don't speak over the king. What are you talking about? Queen does what she, no, she doesn't. And even if she's in a queendom without a king, she still has to watch her fucking mouth. She still has to be poised and well-mannered, right? These bras ain't no damn queen coming on my page with all this dumb shit they talking about and saying. These are not queens. These are subjects. These are peasants. Cat ownership among young Black women will go up, though. I mean, I'm just saying, though, right? She's not making queens. She's making subjects. They're all up under her foot. And the queen don't tell people who to fuck and who not to fuck. So this woman she's not a queen. She's a dummy. Okay. So when you see the best in everyone and everything, and when you learn to expect something good, the law of attraction will support you. Not only do you start attracting more of what you expect, you also start to feel good. And when you combine those two facts, you cannot help but create your best life. Bad luck and misfortune. Have you noticed how bad luck or misfortune just seems to follow some people around all the time? Put Princella's picture right here. Put it right here. Damn. Okay. In a perfect universe, there are no such things as luck or good fortune. When you start digging deeper, you will see that it is all a result of what you are attracting into your life. You can only attract into your life that which you are in vibrational harmony with, right? So I guess she must be in vibrational harmony with women, and that's why she's decided to date women. If you are a low vibration person, you can only attract people, circumstances, and events that match up with your vibration. And what has she done? Her entire life. Every time she comes on live, all the way from back 6-7 years ago, it was some negative shit. Somebody blocked her. Louis Farrakhan, loan was forgiven. I had this one dude, they took me for $40,000. I couldn't pay my rent, so I had to get a roommate. And then that roommate got jealous of me. And then the next dude I was with, he got jealous of me. And then I was dating a millionaire and he was jealous of what the she was attracting what she is, a jealous person. If everybody that you have come in contact with has been jealous of you, that means that you are a jealous person, because that is what you are attracting, jealous people. Hello? Hello? Is anybody home? If you are a low vibration person, you can only attract people, circumstances, and events that match up with your vibration. It can be no other way. One of the signs of a low vibration person is that their life's circumstances reflect their vibration through their consistent bad luck and misfortune. Right? Something always going on with this broad. They wanted to kick me out the army. They tried to get me out the army by having me run up to 15 miles. First it was 5, then it was 10, then it was 15. They just really didn't want to see me succeed. No, you don't want to see yourself succeed. Maybe she has a fear of succeeding in something meaningful. Because this shit right here, fucking with these women's minds and their relationships and their thoughts, this is some low vibrational shit. What is she talking? Low vibe. This is listen, put a picture on this article. This is her, low vibration. Everything always goes wrong because their innermost thoughts are predominantly on worst case scenarios, on what has gone wrong before, and on the anticipation of the next horrible thing that could happen to them. Oh, this nigga gonna be jealous of me too. I bet you if I get with this dude, he gonna be jealous. He gonna be jealous too. This sort of thinking can quickly become dominant because once you start seeing bad luck and misfortune in your life, and as you offer your thought to what is, then you can only start getting more of that through the workings of the law of attraction. Number 3, critical. Criticism is born out of fear. It is an egotistical attack on some part of the self that is lacking something. Being overly critical is a sign of a low vibration person. If y'all want to continue to suck dick, don't come calling me on my phone because telling me he did so and such to you because I done gave y'all the game and y'all hard-headed dodo bird and y'all don't want to. Yeah, okay. Okay. Critical people can really suck the life out of any party. This also translates to critical people's low vibration can really pull everyone down around them. Yeah, trying to pull Tiffany down. Tiffany said, no, bitch, my vibration is very high. I'm not coming down here with you bras. No, not at all. Criticizing others is really a self-reflection. Uh-oh, I think somebody wants to suck dick. Uh-oh. Criticizing others is really a self-reflection. Uh-oh. Critical people often come across as very confident, but deep down, their critical nature reflects their own fears and insecurities. She feels if I get with another man, I'm not going to do nothing but have a bad experience. He's not going to do nothing but use me for all my resources. He's not going to do nothing but do me wrong. Yeah, this is her. She got the nerves to be talking about low vibration. Like I said, listen to a person because they are telling you who they are. She ain't no damn leader, baby. She's a litter baby. She's littering in people's minds. She's throwing her garbage in people's minds. Let me write that down. That was, she's a litter baby, littering in people's minds, throwing her garbage in people's minds. I'm not gonna play. I don't have time to play these games with this woman. People's rent is fucking $4,000 for a single. All right, so number 4, poor relationships. Princella and her husband. When you take any person and you look at the quality of their relationships, it usually reflects the relationship they have with themselves. She has a bad relationship with herself. When you take any person and you look at the quality of their relationships, it usually reflects the relationship they have with themselves. She has a bad relationship with herself. She can't get along with no motherfucking body because she has a bad relationship with herself. She doesn't like who she is, and this is why she hides herself on a consistent basis. I don't care if she comes on YouTube without her wig on. She still got the wig cap on. Take the wig cap on. We want to see the whole true Princella, since she's so goddamn confident. Take all that shit off and wear your own hair. And don't be putting no bangs to try. We want to see it all. Let it all hang out, Miss Confident. Right? Let it all hang out. One of the common signs of a low vibration person is that they don't get along with most other people. When you are full of love, peace, joy, and harmony, then it spills over into every aspect of your life, especially your relationships. This is not just about intimate or family relationships, relationships with friends, co-workers, business associates, and even strangers. Now you might say, well, Code, you say you don't do broads and you don't have any friends, and you know what I'm saying? You just basically stick to yourself. Yeah, because they motherfuckers are low vibrational. Why would I have a bunch of low fucking vibrational people around me? Fuck no. Keep that shit to yourself. I don't want people around me bringing me down. I'd rather be by myself, happy, be with my kids, happy. I have fabulous relationships with my children. I have a fabulous relationship with one of my sisters because she's high vibrational. The other ones, I love them, but they suck. You know what I'm saying? So no, I keep people away from me because they are low vibrational. It's always something fucking wrong. Either you having a fucking bad day, you ain't getting along with your man, your cousin stole some money from you, your best friend didn't bring your fucking shoes back. You know what I'm saying? I'm listen, your kids is misbehaved. I don't want to hear none of that. Don't bring any of your fucking low vibrational shit to me, okay? I don't want it in my life. This is why I don't do people, right? I go to work. I get along with my coworkers for the most part, unless they do some dumb shit. But you know, I'm a supervisor, so you know, you pretty much I have to deal with everybody and everything. But as a personal choice, outside of that, stay the fuck away from me, please. Really, okay? It is what it is. So yeah. It's easy to love those who love you first. The real challenge is how you love those who don't necessarily love you. Well, I don't love people that don't love me. Maybe that's why I don't have a fucking problem. When you are a low vibration person, then you are living in a state where you are dominated by low vibration thoughts. Now let me clarify something. You guys, my subscribers, you know, those who watch my videos, and you know I'm saying, everybody in the chat, I love y'all. Y'all, you know, hey, but we at a distance from each other, right? We don't be on here, you know, talking about all type of personal stuff that's just draining and different things of that nature. You know, we just having a good time together, but we're also distant and we don't come together that often, right? So there's a difference. I just felt the need to explain that to you guys because you guys are important to me. Okay, don't get the wrong idea, don't get the wrong picture. And if anybody try to leave about this damn chat, you're gonna get it. Okay, so let me tell y'all something. I don't know if you want to know that this is, if you want to know if this is really me or not, ask Soup Bone, because Soup Bone has been with me since pretty much day one. Okay, so he has been there for my short bus. You know what I'm saying? When he next time he come on here, ask him about the short bus, right? He knows. So this is me. I have not changed. I've always been the same. I had this one guy years and years and years ago. He called into my show, right? And he was like, I want to give you reparations. He was like, how much money do you want? I said, sir, I don't want any money from you. Like, what are you talking about? He better not be saying no shit about me. But yeah, he was like, I want to give you reparations. How much money do you want? And I'm saying to myself, like, sir, my happiness doesn't reside with money. Yes, I need money to live. Yes, I would love to have an abundance of money so that I can just, hoard all the shit that I love. But no, that is not why I'm on this platform. That is not why, I'm here. And I'm just naturally a happy person. I like to be happy, laugh, make the people around me feel good. I don't like sadness, right? I don't like for my children to be sad. I don't want to see them cry, right? I don't, and vice versa. So I keep a happy demeanor when I'm at home because I'm just a happy person, right? So yeah, I was like, sir, I don't want your money. It was funny, but it was a nice gesture. So anyway, when you are a low vibration person, then you are living in a state where you are dominated by low vibration thoughts. This then spills over into the way you think and feel about others, and consequently, your relationships reflect that, right? So her low vibration thoughts comes flying right out of her mouth. Dodo bird. Number 5, self-righteousness. People who are self-righteous want the entire world to conform to their own particular way of looking at the world. Put our picture right here. Put up a picture of Princella the Queen Maker right here. Self-righteousness stems from the ego. Oh no. Oh no, she is the famous ego talker. Wow. People who are self-righteous want the entire world to conform to their own particular way of looking at the world. Men are all evil, right? Don't question me. I know what I'm doing. This is this movement and, this, that, and the third. Self-righteousness stems from the ego. This broad been in her ego. She came out in her ego. She stays in her ego. This is why she always on the damn live streams ranting and raving because somebody done said some shit about her. And she swear up and down she don't give a damn. But if you don't give a damn, you wouldn't even be addressing it. It is a sense of moral superiority to others, seeing yourself as slightly better than everything else because of your own beliefs. And that's what she thinks. She thinks she's better than everybody else. She thinks she has this miraculous mind and she knows more than everybody else. And I have decoded the entire biological, scientifical, psychological, sociological systems. I am the great Princella the Queen Maker. And those who aren't listening to me, you're worthless. You're all dick suckers. You're all male-centered pick-me's and mammies. And I'm the greatest. She sounds just like that motherfucker behind that damn the Wizard of Oz, the one behind that goddamn green curtain, and then you pull a curtain back. You pull a curtain back, and there she goes. Oh, peon. Right? Come on now. All right. So, since almost nobody can ever compete with anyone who is self-righteous, they are constantly living in a state of dissatisfaction and disapproval of almost everyone around them. Wow. We're going to do like Dr. Richie. Put up a picture right now. Put up a picture. Let's see if we can find one. Let's see if we can find one. Let's put up a picture. There we have it. I'm not gonna play with you. Behind the curtain, Princella stands in her ball cap in U.S. Army issue gym shorts, shouting at her own reflection. I'm not going. He said in her U.S. Army issue gym shorts. You know what? I'm not gonna play with you. Let's put up a picture. I'm not gonna. Oh my God. Let's put up a picture right now. Okay. No. Hey, you know what? And that's exactly what I saw when I first read it in that ball cap. Because I've seen them goddamn army shorts. Oh my God. Okay, let me. Okay. Oh my God. What is this? Oh, close. Okay. So let me hurry up. Let me go back. Where was I? See, I done lost my place. Okay. I was on selfishness. Or was I on poor relationships? No. I was on self-righteous. Okay. So since almost nobody can ever compete with anyone who is self-righteous, they are constantly living in a state of dissatisfaction and disapproval of almost everyone around them. She don't approve of none of you bitches. She don't approve of none of her damn subscribers. This is a state of being that is so far removed from love and compassion that it is a telltale sign of a low vibration person. Let's read that again. This is a state of being that is so far removed from love and compassion that I think they have that backwards, that it is a telltale sign of a low vibration person. We would put up another picture, but we already know this is her. So far removed from love and compassion. Number 6, aura. Beyond your physical body is an energy field that radiates from you. While most people cannot see it, those who are more sensitive to energy can see it and perceive it in some way. How your aura looks depends on your dominant vibration. Low. Very low. She looks low. There are ways in which this energy field can be measured and even photographed. Wow. Dominant energies have different colors, and those who can see auras can quite accurately see someone's dominant vibration. We see it, don't we? It's low. It's very low. It's very, 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 very low. Wow. Wow. Okay. Number 7, they emit a negative vibe. Even though most of us cannot see auras, we can all perceive another person's energy. One of the most obvious signs of a low vibration person is simply how a person can creep you out, or how you knew someone was dishonest, bad, or even just in a bad mood. Now she creeps me out. She creeped me out. Just like her energy is negative. It's very negative. I knew she was being dishonest. That's why I be debunking her shit, because I know you're lying, right? I know you're lying. So, yeah, like I said, she reminds me of that broad that was creeping out the TV in a ring. So you only need to pay a little bit of attention to how someone else makes you feel in their presence to understand their vibration. And what does she try to do? She tries to make everybody around her feel stupid. I know what I'm talking about. Don't question me. Even when she was having those guys on her podcast, she was making them feel real stupid, even though they were right. They weren't 100% right in what they were saying. But since it didn't coincide with her doctrine, they were wrong. Like they were telling her, well, that's not me. Well, it ain't about you. Well, who the fuck are you talking to right now? You're talking to me. So no, it ain't about me. So I'm here and I'm representing a male perspective, and I'm telling you the males that I represent, we aren't like that. Okay. But no, they couldn't even have that. No, you're all alike. I don't give a damn. It's not about you. It's about men in general. And no, and that wasn't fair. Everybody, do you know what love is? No, you don't. No, you don't, because you haven't read my book. What the fuck did your book got to do with love? The shit wasn't even written with love. So what? It's all negative in there. So what do you mean love? So every time she just wanted to make people feel stupid. And that is why when she went on The Saint and the Sinner, she got her ass handed to her. Right? And then try to pretend like she won, and all her subscribers was like, oh, she won. How did she not win when they ain't even get a chance to debate? That's because you guys are all stupid and you couldn't see what was really going on. And I hate to call people stupid, but hey, I'm doing a live. I want to sound animated. Okay. So yeah, that's why she got her ass handed to her, because she's arrogant and she thinks she's smarter than everybody, but she isn't. Right. And I'm going to tell you something. My area of expertise is not poor pussy management females and, disturbed dudes. My area of expertise is nursing. I'm a nurse. I've been a nurse for over 30 years now. Right. CNA, LPN, RN. Associate's degree, bachelor's degree, master's degree. My area is in nursing and geriatrics. I deal with old people, so I take care of y'all grandma, y'all grandpa, right? I take care of them in their last days. I get the game from them. You know what I'm saying? I get the history from them, right? I appreciate them because they are the ones that have paved the way for us. So I like to make sure that they are taken care of when I'm in their presence. So excuse me if, my area of expertise ain't biology and, all this kind of stuff. But my area of expertise is research. So I will research your ass. Just say something. Say something or show me something. I'll research the shit out your ass. Okay. So anyway, that was basically the whole entire my whole entire master's degree was just all research. Which damn, oh my God. Had to write so many damn research papers, it wasn't even funny. Okay, so here we go. We've all experienced being in the presence of a really happy and joyful person. They lift us up. They make you feel good for no reason. we've all experienced the opposite. You know, you bought the boss is angry even before they open their mouth. Yeah, I don't like them kind of motherfuckers. Like, you know, when you go to work, it's like, look, motherfucker, I don't want to be here anyway. So now, as soon as you pop about your office, you don't even have a smile on your face. Like, really? And you're supposed to be the boss. You're supposed to be making us happy about being here. What the fuck? Smile. Do something to make us happy or something. What's going on? Right? So yeah, I like a happy boss, happy person. You know what I'm saying? Make us feel comfortable. You know, some bosses like to always make you feel like you in trouble. It's like, go have several seats somewhere. Nobody did nothing. You did something, and now you want to come out here and put it on everybody else. You know, them kind of bosses. Okay, so this negative vibe that you get from someone else is important. It helps you to understand vibration, whom you surround yourself with, and also how to deal effectively with other people, right? Other common traits of low vibration people. There are many more habits, personality traits, and characteristics that are signs of a low vibration person. He said, I deliberately excluded some of them. People who are depressed, people who are addicted to substances, or those who live with certain chronic health conditions are most often living in a low vibration, right? Your drug addicts, your alcoholics, you know, your weed smokers that consistently smoke weed. They high all day, ain't never a moment in their life when they're not high. You know, people who like to drink alcohol, it's not a time when they ain't drunk, right? Low vibrations. Negativity, that's negativity. Since these are issues I don't have any expertise in, I do not wish to comment much on them. What I will say, though, is that in any and all situations, rising above your own challenges will propel you into a higher vibration. Right. When you do, you feel like you are born again. And that is 100% the truth. Because I can't even sit here and say that I've never been a low vibrational person. I really did used to be. Let me tell you guys. Yes, I used to be a very, very low vibration person. And it wasn't because that's how I was born, like the guy said. And it wasn't even because I was happy with myself. It was because of the people that I was allowing access to me and allowing to rent free space in my brain, right? And even paid space in my brain. So I was negative, confrontational, angry, and then and I didn't see a change in myself or my life. So I was like, what the fuck? You know, I got to thinking like, no, something is not right here. So what I ended up having to do was I ended up having to change my outlook, right? I ended up having to be nicer. I had to cut a lot of people off. I even had to move to a different state, right? Because it was like, I can't get fucking shit accomplished. Like, God damn it, I've been doing this shit year after year after year after year. What the fuck is wrong? I had to cut the environment out. I had to cut those people in. I had to not really cut them out, but just get them away from me. Sometimes you got to get people the fuck away from you, right? And once I changed my environment, I was able to, what they say, do some soul searching, relax, have a little peace. You know, I put everybody out of my mind that had taken up space in it and just pretty much started working on myself. And that is when doors started opening for me again, right? And I was just like, wow, you know, just the power of being positive, thinking positive, and making the people around you that are unhappy do something to make them happy. You know, I'm always going around complimenting people, saying hello to people, because sometimes just a simple hello to a person can change their whole day, right? And so when I go out in the world now, I don't look to receive, I look to give. And that is how we are supposed to be as people. Have you ever seen one on television, a movie, one of those perfect societies where everybody's like, hey, here's a few fruit cake, and here's a fruit basket, and oh, you look lovely today. Oh my God, you do too. Where did you get that necklace from? And everybody's just all fucking positive. Nobody's saying any negative shit. Yeah, you pretty much have to go out in society to give, right? Not, you don't go out to receive. And that is a problem with these women. He did this and he did that because you went into that relationship looking to receive and not looking to give. Right. So Aaliyah, she has this song that says, I think it's I came to give love, right? You supposed to come to give love, not receive it so much, right? The other person, when they come into a relationship, they are supposed to be looking for somebody to give, right? If you're coming in looking to receive and you're not trying to give anything, it's going to turn out all bad. Because that's when that person is, they're going to feel like you're using up all their resources if you didn't come to give love. So that's why two people get together, because the man has something to offer the female and the female has something to offer the man. But if the man comes in a relationship and he has something to offer the female, and then she's coming in to just receive, and the bitch don't want to cook, she don't want to clean, she don't want to suck dick, you know what I'm saying? She don't want to properly take care of the kids, she don't want to keep the house clean. Who the fuck wants to be with somebody like that? And it's a lot of them type of females out there. Right? So then you could have, on the other hand, where the woman is coming to give love. She's like, okay, well, I'm going to cook, I'm going to clean, I'm going to do this. And then the motherfucker can't keep a job. No, that's not how it works. Right? We each have a part, and each of our part is supposed to be giving. Right? So, I mean, yeah, I'm selfish in that giving gives me great pleasure. But yeah, that's how things are basically supposed to be. So I think I wanted to share something else with you guys. I'm not sure, but let me who wrote this? Oh, Doris said, okay, I'll read that later. So you guys, y'all understand what I'm saying, right? With this is a cult, and they don't understand. I want to show you guys this. I'm going to show you guys this, because let me tell you something. I don't know if they're going to let me show it. Let me see if they're going to let me show it. I don't know about these females out here that think they're men, or that they can do what a man does, but I don't think so. Let me see. Imagine a bunch of women trying to do this. I don't want this shit. had to put his whole fucking back into that shit. Yeah, they'll try it. They'll try it right after they change their tampons. Yeah, let me tell you, they'll try it, and there'll be some major dope heads because they're gonna need a lot of Percocets, before their cycle starts. They're gonna man, they're gonna not be able to have babies. They damn intestines, they're gonna have hernias for years up the yin yang. We're gonna be performing a lot of hernia surgeries, a lot of hysterectomies, right? We're gonna have a lot of broken hips. There's no way. These women need to stop thinking that they can do and be a man, do a man's job and be a man, because they can't. The reality of the situation is, if you are in reality, not Princella the Queen Maker's world, right? They cannot do that. That machinery is so did you see he had to put his whole body into that? He wasn't just sliding it across like la la la. You see how muddy they were? Right. And they be working 16-hour shifts. Not even. Come on, miss me with that patriarchal bullshit. No. I don't think so. Anyway, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. I'm tired. I gotta get ready for work tomorrow. And you know what, Tiffany? I'm not trying it. I don't give a damn. I don't like mud baths. I'm sorry. But anyway, you guys, thank you for joining me, and I will see you guys in my next live. And yeah, stay in reality, and not even. But you guys have yourselves a good night.
Laughs. Why aren't you laughing? It was so funny when you were disrespecting me. It was so funny. But then when I take it to my level, because there are always levels. So when I take it to my level, all of a sudden everybody stops laughing. Everyone thinks it's funny when I'm being disrespected. But then when I get disrespectful, nobody laughs. Why aren't you laughing? It was so funny when you were disrespecting me. It was so funny. But then when I take it to my level, because there are always levels. So when I take it to my level, all of a sudden everybody stops laughing. Everyone.
You know what, you guys? Let me say one more thing. Let me say one more thing before I go. What, like, is there an end to her bullshit? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're supposed to be able to design a program. You're supposed to be able to learn from it. You're supposed to be able to graduate and move the fuck on, right? So why is it that it has to be a movement of women who learn the game, but then you don't get an opportunity? You learn the theory of the game, but you are prevented from doing the practical part of the game, which means practicing the game. So why is it that she has to educate them on the men's incapability of love and sucking them dry of their resources, teaching them about that, and then teaching them of the 41 shades of men, and teaching them all this shit, and then telling them not to screw with men. So you can fill my head with a bunch of this bullshit, but I can't even go out and see if the game really works, right? You're supposed to learn the game, and then you're supposed to be able to put it in action. And so when they feel like they've learned enough, and then they go out there and want to suck a little dick, she got a big problem with it. Oh, if you go out there and suck dick, don't come on my show or calling my show, complaining and telling me what he did to me and what this, that, because I didn't gave you the game. Right, bitch? You supposed to be giving the game for them to go out there and practice it competently and know how to maneuver through men's bullshit. So what is the point of keeping these women holding on? Like, I feel like she's basically, you're done. Men are incapable of love. Their testosterone makes them beasts, right? They suck you dry of your resources. Okay, what the fuck else do you have to teach these women? What else is there to teach? You basically, I mean, the book is supposed to have a beginning, a middle, and an end. You ain't supposed to keep reading the same fucking book for years, right? So, I mean, damn, what's really going on here? One must ask themselves that question. What's really going on here? It's a con game. It's a money scheme. Keep these bitches holding on. Give them enough to keep them holding on so that they keep paying her. So anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Bye, y'all.